Right, well, I just got to my dad's to pick him up to go fishing today, and he said to me, "Oh, do you think I should get some worms?" I said, "We haven't got enough time to go to the shop and get worms." He said, "No." He said, "I know where I can dig a load in my garden." So we got 5-10 minutes before we have to leave, so I thought I'd get the camera out and we'll show you. Dad's going to dig some worms and use them for fishing today. So here he is. Do you reckon there's going to be a load of worms under there, do you?
Usually, when you don't want them, there's hundreds.
Can't hear you.
When you want them, there's hundreds. When you want them, there'll be none. But let's have a look. I've got one already off a bit of wood. Let's have a look. See what's hiding under here.
This is the old compost heap, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the garden. So for anybody that wants a bit of bait that doesn't want to spend any money, if you have any compost heaps at home or anything like that, or any mounds of mud where you can just dig up some worms, then go for it. But like Dad said, typical, we're probably not going to find any now.
Usually there's a lot of them here, but...
Oh, there's one. On your, I think, just in here, I think. Did I see one? Or maybe it was that.
I might have been, yeah.
Oh, it's bad crop.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? Usually there's a load here.
If you were more prepared, you would have done this last night.
Yeah, I was doing it. It was pouring rain though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was raining yesterday, actually. Yeah, fair enough. Well, he's found his first little worm.
Second?
Second? Oh, there's one in the pot already, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look. He's got his pot there. He's got a couple of worms. But that might just be... you might only need one to catch a big perch or...
Yeah, it's a bit annoying, that.
Or a nice tench. Be nice if you can get a couple more.
Yeah.
Well, there's a tiny one there, a little tiny one. He might be worth getting out.
He won't get on the hook.
Nah, he is quite small, isn't he? We'll let him live.
Yeah.
But like I said to Dad, bad crop.
Bad.
Do you know what I reckon it is? I think they're scared of your crocs. Look at them.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't very successful, but like I said to Dad, it might only take one worm to go and catch a decent perch or, sort of 4 or 5 pound tench. Who knows? You never know. I mean, they could get munched by like the silverfish, the roach, the bream. But yeah, I think he was expecting a bit more than that. Well, we've come to the second crop of what should we call it? The second mound of worms, and
Grass heap, yeah.
this has been much better, much more successful. So, got a few in there now, probably 10, 15 worms in there.
Yeah, we've done better on this one.
So they seem to be over this side. So happy days. I think maybe a few more, and that'll be it. So we've got other bait as well, but you can't beat a bit of natural. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't seen me before, my name's Aaron, and today I am at a venue which a lot of you guys have told me I need to get down and try out. Now, I must admit there is a sort of runs water here with smaller fishing, and there's a more serious with water with bigger fishing. Today we're just doing the runs water. It's a little social session with my dad, my uncle, and my brother's just arrived as well. So we're down at Headlands Farm, and we're basically fishing the bottom lake, and we've all got different tactics as well. Dad's on the float, Rich is on the feeder, I'm carp fishing, and I think my brother's going to do a bit of both. But I believe in this lake there are carp, sort of most of the carp in here are between sort of 2 and 10 pounds. There's a few sort of like upper doubles and the odd 20, but there are some bigger bream in here, there's some roach in here. Apparently there's even some tench in here, and I know the guys on the feeders and the floats would love the other stuff rather than just the carp. They would love to have a go at some of the tench and bream and that sort of stuff. So hopefully in this video it's going to be a good mix of different fish and different species, different tactics, and hopefully between us all we can have a few fish. So here we go. I'm in this swim here, and basically I'm just fishing. My left hand rod is just off the edge of the island there, and then my right hand rod is over towards the middle, towards that swim over there. But I haven't wrapped up or anything. It's not that kind of lake, it's quite small. It's just an underarm flick, and I think my dad just had a take. We'll go over and we'll speak to those guys and we'll see what they're doing. But I'm just fishing D-rigs with magic beans on, 12mm OG fish, one with a yellow, one with a pink, and I'm throwing out some bait as well. So hopefully we can bring the carp in and try and avoid those bream. But yeah, any action going on over here?
Just had a little knock, mate. Yeah.
Just, oh, you're on the feeder, right? You've got your float rod, haven't you?
Yeah, it's not out yet though.
Are you gonna go straight on the feeder? What's your sort of bait and approach?
I've got some paste on there, knocked up, with some mixed in.
Like a pasty ground bait mix.
Yeah, with sweet corn in for me on me
Sweet corn on a
feeder.
hook. And what are you after?
On my feeder and on my hook. I've got 2 sweet corn on my hook.
2 sweet corn on a hook, yeah. And what are you fishing for today? Carp or?
Anything really, mate. I've got a little knock here going on. It's only small.
Yeah, and you're fishing towards the the overhanging tree over there.
Yeah.
Happy days. Well, look, swim 11, tench bottom. There we go. And I think we're going to head over for some breakfast in a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Happy days. Well, the sun is shining. I tell you what a swim this is for a bit of relaxation in the sun. How are you, Rich? All right?
Hello, mate. You all right?
Nice to see Rich back on the channel. Bit more of a social one again, because obviously last time we were all together was Pondwood, wasn't it? So
yeah,
it was a few weeks ago, but now we've come back down to Headlands. I say back down, it's the first time we fished it. But you're on the feeder as well, mate?
Yeah, I was sort of winging it a little bit today, mate, to be fair. I thought I'd try the feeder. I didn't really necessarily want to get the carp gear out. I just thought I'd go light.
Yeah. Just enjoy a light little session.
Yeah, just enjoy the sun, just chill out.
Yeah. I'm saying this isn't like the specimen carp lake as well. The top lake is. But there should be a few other species here. So are you targeting like the bream or the tench or anything? Or
anything that wants to take the bait, mate. I've got I think it's a 6mm garlic sausage banded pellet on.
Yeah.
So just see how we go on, mate. I might switch it up, see how that goes. I've got some tuna pellet and some krill and squid. Yeah. Just and I've also got a little bit of sweet corn, so we'll see how things pan out.
Yeah, just mix it up a little bit. And you've got a lovely little tree line across here.
Yeah.
It looks super good for a bite in there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, we'll give it a go and see how it pans out, mate. To be fair.
And you're not coming for breakfast because you've got some pies.
I've got some pies. I've got some crisps and a couple of cans of Coke. That'd do me lovely.
Lovely job. Tight lines.
Cheers, mate.
And obviously I'm going to keep you guys up to date as soon as anybody catches anything and keep you in a loop. And before you moan about me being too far away from my rods, calm down. They're there, right? We're fishing all so close to each other. Look, there's my dad, there's my uncle, my rods are there. So don't come at me in the comments. I don't know where my brother's gone, but yeah, we'll see what he's doing. And like I say, we're going to go for some breakfast in a bit. So we're going to check out the whole of the venue and make the most of it. Basically, we're here for a day session. Let's see what we can do. Well, first blood goes to Father South Coast Angler.
Little roach.
What you got? You said it was a pollock.
Little roach.
Little roach.
Let's get him in.
Fair play. First fish of the day.
Easy.
Little roach. What did he eat? Sweet corn?
Yeah, sweet corn, yeah.
Oh, fair play. Well, at least you've had one.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
And there is Rob over there. He's decided to fish opposite us. I think he's feeder fishing, but I think he's fishing down opposite him, so he's going to be fishing down my right hand margin, which is good because there's no swims along here. I've actually flicked one down to my right hand margin there. I think Rob's going to fish against that sort of bush or tree that sticks out. So again, I'll go round there and I'll see how he's getting on a bit later on, but I will keep you posted if you catch anything over there. So yeah, happy days. Well, Rob's cast out, and within probably about 30 seconds later, he's reeling in what looks like a skimmer or a roach. What is it? Skimmer. Little skimmer. Little skimmer over there on the feeder. That's all right, you can take them away from me. Well, he's into his second fish again, showing us up already. You reckon it's a bit of a slab of a bream? There it is, probably 2.5. How big is it? 2.5? Couple of pound, lovely job.
That's taking the money.
Fair play. Well, Uncle Rich is in now. Oh, he's got a bream. Another bream. And there you go. Nice bream.
Yeah, nice colours.
Lovely. Well done, mate.
Yeah, about a couple of pounds left.
Happy days.
Funny.
Right, well, we have reeled the rods in. Well, me and Dad have. And, what, a couple of bream have been caught? A couple of half-decent bream have been
Yeah.
caught? I've actually not caught anything yet. Have you caught anything? Oh, you had a little...
roach and lost one.
You had a little roach. And what did you lose? Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. Could have been a bream, could have been a carp.
Yeah.
Tench, don't know.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm putting not a lot of effort into this session. I'm just... I know it sounds like excuses, but I was literally just sitting in my chair, falling asleep, so not too bothered. I mean, I'd love to get a couple of carp, but
Look at the colour of that one.
when we get back from getting some food, I'm gonna put a little bit more effort in and see if I can catch something. But yeah, we're just off to the cafe now, and I'll show you a bit more of the facilities around here. And here is the top lake, which has more sort of like lily pads in. It's a bit bigger, you've got more room as well, and the swims are sort of like off of the main path. But over there you've got, that's one of the swims from one of the lodges. You've got a fire burner there, look, and you can fish straight off there. But yeah, we're gonna head on round. There's the lodge.
It looks
Through
good.
there. Through there, look. Wow, look at that, absolutely stunning. I bet the carp like getting up against these sort of rushes and in the weeds and the pads. Look at that. Beautiful. Again, that is the top lake. We are on the bottom lake today. Right, so here are the lodges. I mean, I can't really go in and show you, but I'm guessing you come down this sort of road here and then you've got like all these lodges laid out. And yeah, you get your own sort of space out here, and you get a nice little lodge here, and you get a little swim on the lake. So that's definitely something to look into. If you haven't checked out Headlands, go onto Google or type it into your internet browser, Headlands Farm Fishery, and you can see more information about how to hire these lodges and more information about the lakes and the fishing. But I must admit, it is a real picturesque place. Like, it's a real nice area. I can imagine, you know, just coming down here for a few nights, getting a lodge, and just, or even not, even just fishing. Like, I want to come down here a bit more, and like I said, if you guys want to see me fish the top lake for some of the bigger carp, please leave a like on this video and let me know in the comments. Well, unfortunately, it turns out we've come on the wrong day. There's no chef in today, so breakfast is unavailable. However, they're still doing like sausage baps, bacon baps, like jam on toast and stuff like that. So I'm going for a sausage bap. You're not going for anything, are you? Just having a cup of tea.
I'll have my sandwich.
Cup of Rosie Lee. Yeah, I'm having an orange juice. It's a shame because we really wanted to sample the breakfast and try the breakfast, but it is what it is, isn't it? So sausage bap will have to do. Well, it turned out to be a bit of a quick visit to the cafe. Yeah, I had a sausage bap. It was quite nice, to be fair. And we've just gone and got a massive sausage roll as well for my brother. So, yeah, we just want to get back to the lake, get some fish, and I want to try really focus on trying to catch carp, trying to catch a carp or two. But yeah, we're going to head round to my brother. Are we heading round to Rob now, Dad? Are you going to give him a sausage roll?
Yeah, not well, you've got to get drinks out the car, haven't you?
And I've got to get some drinks out the car. So we're going to head round to my brother now, and just see how he's catching them, basically, because he's had the most fish. Nothing massive, just a decent sized bream. But we'll head round there now and see what he's up to. So I don't know if I filmed this earlier when we came in. I'm sure I did, but that's where you go in and pay. There's also a toilet in there. There's a kettle, toaster. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that earlier, but if I didn't, then yeah.
7 a.m. to 7
There
p.m.
it is. So here we are with Top Rod. Actually, no, you just said Richard had a big bream. So whilst we were away at the cafe, apparently Rich just had a nice bream. How big was it?
I don't know, probably 3 or 4 pounds. Nice fish.
Yeah.
Big golden, like golden colour. Oh.
And so you've been basically casting over to this tree over here.
Mm-hmm.
And you're on the feeder as well?
Yes.
Water looks lovely colour from here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. They dye it, Aaron was saying.
Yeah.
I don't think they always die. I think it's a new thing they've started doing. Just to kill the... was it stops the...
Algae.
Yeah, the sunlight getting in and making it grow, you know, so...
It's a bit like the South Coast angler. I think he's dyed his little bits here a little bit. A little, you know.
What do you mean?
When he's dying, there's no grey coming through yet. A little bit here, like.
Hey, you're a fine one to
Yeah,
talk.
I know.
Look at that, ash blonde over there.
Snowy.
Yeah. But we're going to get the rods out properly, aren't we now?
Yeah.
We're going to fish properly. We're going to stop messing about. We're going to have a few carp.
Yeah.
You like that sausage roll, Rob?
Yeah, I'll have it in a minute.
Yeah,
You got
we-
any drink here or not?
Yeah, I've got a bottle of water down there.
Okay, quick update then. Left hand rod has come in. Well, both rods have come in. I've changed them up. I was fishing magic beans on both. I'm now fishing a matcha hatch OG fish wafter on the left one. Right one is on an 18mm OG fish bottom bait. Both went out with mesh bags, small mesh bags with OG fish pellet in. So hopefully, with a bit of pellet around the hook bait, it will draw the fish in, and it'd be nice to be able to catch a carp. That's the plan. I did just see, actually I just saw a fish cruising. I thought it was a carp. I saw a fish cruising along the top here. It looked a bit closer. It was actually quite a big bream. So yeah, I want them to move off and Rob can catch all them, and it'd be nice to just have a couple of carp. I know I keep mentioning it, but I've seen a lot of videos on this lake, and yeah, from what I know, it's quite a an easy water. But yeah, quite embarrassing that I haven't actually had anything as of yet. So fingers crossed. There's still time. Well, the guys we spoke to at the top of the lake, they've done they're doing a 24-hour session. They arrived at 2 p.m. yesterday, obviously off at 2 p.m. today, and they said last night was just constant. They were catching carp constantly, run after run after run. They said in the end they had to bring the rods in because they were just catching too many carp. And they actually said that today it's been very, very slow. We walked past them when we went to the cafe, and they said they've not had any carp today. You know, they've just had a couple of roach. And they were like, yeah, it's weird because last night it was just a bite every chuck, basically. And today it's been a lot more difficult, and they've not caught any carp today. And they said it's just weird how it's changed, you know. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but the weather has changed dramatically. Like yesterday it was pouring down with rain, a little bit cooler. Today it's polar opposite, you know, really sunny and it's very warm. So I don't know if that change in temperature has made the carp just go a bit funny. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Oh, something just swirled down in the margin on my right. Whilst I've changed the tactics on my rods, my old man's done the same. He's on the float rod now. He's got the float out. Just trying to plumb the depth a little bit, get a feel for how deep it is, and yeah, we'll see how the float fishing goes.
Pretty bit hectic already. Watch this lump of meat.
Oh, go on then. Apparently it's hectic already. Watch this lump of meat. It's going to be getting battered, I expect, by silvers, roach, and... Oh, not a lot happening there.
It might have come off. To give it a bit of a whip.
Oh, got a sniff. Oh, there we go. Got a little bit of interest now.
A little bit there.
Something's just having a... Yeah, something with a small mouth that can't quite take the bait. Oh. Just want something a little bit bigger to come along, and...
We'll attract the big uns round.
There is something quite exciting. Oh, nearly struck. Oh, it was there, Lem, wasn't
Oh,
it? Go on, hit it. Oh, yeah, it's there. Hey. There is something about float fishing that's just
Yeah, it does keep you.
entertained.
Yeah, that's the word.
Ah, bit of commotion over here. Rich is into another one. I believe, is it another bream, Rich?
Yeah.
Another bream. Another decent size as well, yeah. Is that the biggest one you've had?
Oh, yeah, it's not a bad one actually. It's probably on par with that The other one that I will use having something to eat.
Lovely. And there's a lot of fizzing coming up round by where he's fishing, so there's obviously the bream are feeding down there.
That's bigger than the last one, actually.
Yeah, that's a nice size, that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't mind catching them all day. I mean, I'm not a big fan of bream, but can't grumble with that. Look at that.
Yeah, that's nice bream, isn't it?
Here he goes, yeah, look at that.
It's all
Lovely.
right, that.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Nice size.
Well, I'd love to be able to update you on anything, but there's literally nothing to say. Rob's changed over onto a float now. Richard's had another bream or two. But yeah, nobody's caught a carp, and it's not just our party. There's a couple of lads fishing up there. I heard one of them say, "Oh, I just want to catch a carp." They've not caught a carp. And like I said, those guys down the top end said that it was a bit of a struggle today. So it's weird, isn't it? How they just shut off and they just don't feed. It's crazy. But yeah, obviously the bream are on the feed, and well, at the moment I can't even catch one of them. Not that I want to, but yeah. Right, well that's it. It's coming up to 4 o'clock, and in a last-ditch attempt to try and catch a carp, I've flicked over some baits. I've put a spinner rig on the right-hand rod with a 12mm fruit and nut matcha hatch pop-up. Left-hand rod is a fruit and nut 50mm orange magic bean, and they've just gone out onto the edge of the island where I've been fishing all day. Don't know why. It's not produced any bites, and the right one's gone back out into the middle. Oh, it's really one of them days. And to be fair, my carp fishing this summer has been awful. I had a really good spring. I caught quite a few 20s, and I was looking really forward to this summer. And it just hasn't happened, you know. I had a bit of a break. I was doing too much. Had a bit of a break, and since then I just haven't really been able to get going again. So yeah, I can't really wait until the back end of summer when it starts cooling down. That's one of my favourite times to fish. Hopefully we can get back on the fish, get back to completely resetting, get my new reels, get my 3-rod set up, and yeah, try and get back on the fish again. But I'm really sorry this hasn't been a very entertaining video. There's just not a lot to show you. There's literally not a lot happening. I'm sat here with these guys and I'm like, I've got nothing to film. So yeah, it's one of those ones. Well, I'm just heading round now to my brother's swim opposite me because he reckons he's got the biggest bream so far of a day in the net. It's a shame it's a bream, but it's something to show you guys. Right, well here he is then. Absolute slime ball and the fish.
Judy Dench. Not a Judy Dench, you want a Judy Dench.
No, it's a bream.
Yeah,
It's very thin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was similar size to the one Rich had.
Yeah, nice colours, aren't they? It's been spawning but not long ago. It's cut his
Yeah.
top of him, but
There you go. We've had a few of them today.
yeah, should we get him back in?
Yeah. There you go.
Nice fish.
Well done. What was that caught on?
Krill, 6mm krill flavoured hooker balls.
Well, I believe this here is the stock pond. I mean, I might be wrong, but I mean, there's definitely fish in there because look, I don't know if you can see, that's that yellow leaf right there. Hang on, let me see if I can get a better shot. There's that yellow leaf. Just to the left of the yellow leaf, if it focuses, there we go. No, still not good enough focus, there we go. I don't know if you can just see that dark shadow there. There's actually a fish. So I don't know if that's yeah, I don't know if that's a stock pond or if that's just like an overflow for fish, or whether it's water testing, or I'm not too sure. There you go. And I think actually Rob's bream that he had just then was very similar in size to some of the other bigger ones that we've been having, or that they've been having. Yeah, I think they're all quite similar size. I think they do go a little bit bigger in here. But yeah, like I say, he's had a few of them today and he's going to be happy with that, especially on the feeder rod. Oh, but it is, listen, I can't grumble with this venue. It is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful day. You know, we're not at work, we're out with a family, having a bit of fishing, bit of a social. And yeah, the fishing's not been great, but it's not always all about that, is it? I mean, last time we were all out, we went to Pondwood. If you haven't seen that video, check that out. And we caught bag full of fish. So let's just fish it. It doesn't always work like that, does it? This time, not so many. Well, 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 I've got a rod in. Persistence has paid off. I've got one in the net, and it's a carp, and it's a banger as well. Check this out. I'm over the moon with it. Check this out. Well, here it is. Angry little fella. Look at that. What an absolute cracker. And I'll show you the other side, because the other side's even better. But that is an absolute beautiful mirror, and I'm actually made up with it. Been waiting all day for it. And there we go. Absolute banger. Look at it. Absolute bar of gold. Some beautiful scales there. And like I say, proper made up with it. Get in. Well, there we go. I've waited hours for you, but you have made my day. Thank you very much. Like I say, absolute beautiful, beautiful mirror carp. Let's see if I can slip him back in the net. Lovely. Off to fight another day. Get in. Yes. Well, I didn't weigh that one, but the size of that didn't matter. It was an absolute stunning fish. Proper bar of gold. Nice sunset yellow into the browns, the whites. Oh, it's just lovely. The big scales as well on it. Just beautiful fish. And again, I didn't weigh it. Well, it's probably under 10 pound, but I don't know. Yeah, it probably was under 10 pound, but it was just a beautiful fish. The size really didn't matter. That's what she said. And that is it. We are now packed up and finished. And I just want to say a big shout out to Headlands Farm Fishery, Bottom Lake. I mean, we didn't exactly conquer it, we struggled, but like I say, if you do want to see me come back and maybe hit the top lake, let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Come on the carp. Come on the carp.
Thank you for watching The South Coast Angler. Please like and subscribe.